Three, two, one. Hello, dear listeners. Whoever's listening to this right now, I have no idea when this is getting posted. But my name is Solomon, and I'm here with.
Lorenzo, who plays Dwight Fairfield.
Hello, Lorenzo, who plays Dwight Fairfield. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing amazing. My throat's kind of sore right now from all no, not that. From all the fucking
Mm-hmm.
screaming I've been doing for the past day, recording some shit for other voice stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, you sound like you're smoking 20 packs of cigarettes, which I mean, go ahead if you want to, but
let's do it. Let's live crazy. Let's live stupid. Why not?
okay. Um, so I guess the obligatory first question I ask everyone, because I didn't write any shit down for this. This is just me off
Ooh,
the cuff.
okay.
So, but the first question I ask you is, how much did you know about Dead by Daylight before this project?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I
Okay.
played the game a couple of times, but lore-wise, I pretty much know nothing. I just kind of picked up the game because, like, ooh, look at this, Leatherface, Freddy Krueger. That's kind of cool, and that's it. That's all I really picked up the game for.
Fair enough. So, like, were you a horror fan before this?
Yes, of course, yeah. I think it was
What?
exactly after Ghostface came out. That's when I got the game.
Danny. Um, like, what are some of your like big horror things you like a lot? Horror movies and stuff.
Horror movies. My two favorite horror movies of all time is The Thing and The Exorcist. Those movies are
Ooh,
just absolutely amazing. They're terrifying and also great special effects wise. A lot of things I love about all those movies.
nice.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I'm not actually a big horror fan. I get scared very easily. So I don't know why I chose to make a podcast about this, but
Oh yeah.
I don't know, I'm a little bitch. I tried to play Final Fantasy at Freddy's and I just couldn't. It didn't.
Oh my god, that
Do you
thing's
do you
so
pl-
cursed.
do you yeah, it is. Do you play a lot of horror games?
Not a lot, because I hate jump scares. Like the second I like for Five Nights at Freddy's, for example, I could never get through something like that. My heart is too weak. If you took me to a horror maze right now, I'd just die. That's gonna be the cause of my death. Just that horror
Dead
mazes.
by Horror Maze.
Dead by horror maze, yeah.
So what do you do for Halloween? Do you just sit in your house and cry? Like,
That would be a great thing for me to do. I mean, I always get the obligatory horror movie every now and then. Because
yeah.
you got to do that. Yeah, guess I was going to movie marathon for a bit.
Okay. So it seems like you're kind of similar to Dwight in that you're both massive pussies.
Yes, there we
Is that
go.
an accurate assertion? Okay. Um,
Yeah.
do you feel like do you feel like the character is similar to you, or are you guys like different enough? Like, what are the similarities and differences?
Well, I feel like the biggest similarity is usually the stuttering thing that you say Dwight noises, trademark pending. Yeah, that's the one thing
Yeah,
I don't really do.
fair
But
enough.
yeah, I guess the awkwardness mainly. Just
You
Dwight
don't seem like an
says.
awkward guy. I'm not gonna like try to read too far into you, but you seem like you get like you just walk on campus and everyone's like, "Oh shit, it's Lorenzo,"
Oh
and they
my
all like
god.
bow.
Oh my god. Women want him, guys want to be him.
Guys also want him. Fun
Oh
fact.
yes, I'll take
Yeah,
anything.
not anything. I don't like that. I don't like that phrasing. But like, yeah, what do you like in day to day? If someone were to hang out with you right now, like what would be the aside from the whole like why are
Yeah.
you in my house kind of deal? Like
I'd probably be that guitar bro. Say, hey man, wanna hear something I played on guitar? I learned the C chord right now. Let's play some Wonderwall. I'm probably gonna be that guy, sadly. But
not Wonderwall. Not every single fucking person is Wonderwall.
yeah, that'd probably be me. But what did I do last week that was kind of significant? I shotgunned 7 beers and I was passed out on a trampoline, so that's probably gonna happen.
Is that an every week thing for you?
That's it's only for that particular week. Yeah.
Not 7. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what is it like being a raging alcoholic?
Oh my! This is my Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. I didn't know that. I thought
Yeah.
this was a little interview. I've been
Nah.
roped in. You
Yeah. Fun fact.
motherfucker.
Nah. I. No. I've only got drunk a couple times. Actually, I'm not old enough to say that. Never. I've never been
Oh,
drunk in my
oh.
life. Never once. Um.
The NSA, you didn't hear that. Nothing
No.
happened. Wink, wink.
I really hope the government is not listening to this to anything I make actually, because I'd be on several lists at this point.
Remember, kids, every time you feel lonely, you always got that NSA officer watching over you.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to join. I want to get that job just so I can like watch people. That sounded really creepy. So do you play guitar? Do you actually play guitar?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Oh wow. Are you good or are you like?
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right.
I could probably
When did you
play.
start?
Remember that song that it's like a old viral YouTube video. It's the da 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 da. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can actually play that, and that's the only thing I know to play well.
That is so fucking cursed, but also so on brand for you.
Thank you.
I love how that playlist, because I think that song comes from this playlist called Important Videos.
Important videos, yes.
Yeah,
it is
and
my
it fucking
dream to get on that.
It's shaped an entire generation. Honestly,
It did. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Gen Z like would not be anywhere without that Important Videos playlist.
I know. I think a couple of those videos have been deleted or enlisted. One of my favorite
Oh, no.
ones from that playlist. It's like I just found 12 bricks. Woo! It's like an entire song about that. I don't know. I can't find it anymore. But if someone
It's
can,
been
please
erased.
send it to me. Yeah.
Okay. I think those videos have similar energy to some of the stuff you have on your own like channel and Twitter.
Oh my
I remember
god.
when you did the Dwight interview thing, I stalked your Twitter, and then I just had to take a shower because I was so scared. But it was very like you have a very like arcane, dank, cursed energy, and I just want to know where that came from.
Honestly, surprisingly enough, people say that about me. But like my feed, it's not really filled with memes. I don't really know what's going on half the time, meme-wise. It just happens naturally. I don't even know like what the kiddos are kind of into right now. Cause I've never been a big fan of the random, haha, that guy said fuck kind of funny out of the blue where it's something like that. I don't know. I really don't know. It
so
just
you're
happens,
so-
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess you're just ahead of the curve at all times.
God, hell no. I'm so
Oh.
behind.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Maybe you're so behind that it's like actually ahead.
Oh
Because
my
I think
God.
memes have a tendency to repeat themselves.
I'm so dog shit that I'm just so bad. It just happens to be good. I'm like The Room. There we go.
I have not seen The Room, although I have heard it's terrible.
It's the best thing you'll ever see. Trust me.
You know what? I think it's fine to make so bad it's good things. I made a 2-hour animated musical, and
About
it
Overwatch?
is no. This one's
Oh.
about color theory. It's called
Oh.
Project Monochrome, and it took me like all of fucking sophomore and junior year to make, and
Oh
it
my
is
God.
so bad. It is ridiculously terrible.
You gotta send me that afterwards if you're willing to.
It's on my channel. I'll send it to you. But dear God, it's
Ooh.
you need to be like hella fucked up to enjoy it. I had my friend, my friend James. We sat down and watched it together, and he got to like an hour and about 40 minutes in, and then almost like had like a mental breakdown. Like he wasn't faking it either. He legitimately started spazzing out because it was just that incoherent.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So anyway, I'd like to think this podcast has come a long way from that moment where I
Yeah,
gave
it
my
has
friend a
been.
breakdown.
Oh my God. Look at all the people working on this. I'm scrolling through the people in the server right now. Really
Yeah, I got
recruited a lot.
got a
Yeah.
whole ass team.
It's
I
awesome.
wish I could pay everyone more. Shit. So speaking of the podcast, I'm gonna ask you a
Yes.
podcast related question now.
Okay.
I lost all my podcast related questions because I haven't written anything down. How about this? What do
Yeah.
you like? You're a voice actor, right? Occasionally.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Why do you like doing that?
I mean, it's weird. I can never really give you a straight answer about it other than mainly it's fun. Like the stuff that you get me to do as Dwight screaming for my life. That's why I do it.
I
It's
do
stuff
love
like
making
that.
people scream for their lives. That's
Yeah.
my favorite pastime.
It's always just fun to do that and playing a different character. I always try to play characters that are a lot different than I actually am. Because it's really a challenge.
I've gotten that 3 times now. Like I've interviewed 3 people before you, and 2 or 3 of them were like, "Yeah, I like playing characters that are very different from me." So
Yeah.
do you think Dwight is very different from you in that way, or like?
Yeah, for sure. yeah, in a lot of ways, like I said before, about just, I guess, confidence. But I guess interest-wise, we would be pretty alike, honestly. Because if you pretty much just, I guess, goblins around. I kind of do that from day-to-day basis, but
I
yeah.
don't like you using the word goblin as a verb. I don't. I don't like that.
I don't even know where it started. I feel like it started from like fucking Persona 5 or something. I don't really know, honestly.
That's
It just
that's
happened one
that's
day, kind of stuck. It's weird.
that's terrifying.
Yeah.
So do you plan on voice acting or like? Actually, I guess broader question. What do you want to like do in life then? You know, like is
Yeah.
this something like is a main thing or is this like a fun thing for on the side or what?
It's a fun thing, yeah. Because the main thing I think I told you about this. I'm going to film school right now, so I just want to
Ooh,
be a director. So it's really just that. Yeah, it's kind of a
oh,
thing on the
cool.
side, I guess, just so I can be able to make stuff. Because I can't really start off a project off the ground. It's a lot easier for me to be a part of it in this kind of capacity where it's voice acting.
Actually, did not know you were directing. I thought you said you were like doing law or something.
Oh no, this is only an elective.
Oh, okay, fair
Yeah.
enough. Um, that's cool. I didn't know you were interested in directing. That's kind of my whole thing with school. Like my major in school is directing, playwriting, and producing,
Yeah.
and it's really theater focused. But I want to move it towards film anyway because I just don't see myself going into theater. So
Hmm.
basically, audience, when you see the new blockbuster and it's Solomon and Lorenzo teaming up to direct something, and it's the single greatest thing you've ever seen in your
It
entire
is.
life, you'll just know where it started. What kind of
Let's
movie are
get
we
away.
making?
We're
What kind of movie are we
we're
making?
making the new Fast and Furious movie, baby.
Never
Fast and
mind.
Furious
You
10.
lost me
Fast
immediately.
10 your seatbelts.
I have not, not that. I,
I
fun
always love
fact.
those shitty movies because it's literally like just an isekai, honestly. It's like it's the most stupid thing you could possibly think of into a movie. I love those movies so much of how because of how stupid and fun it is, and they know it.
Yeah. Isn't there a movie? I remember one of those movies that was like, fucking, they were like on a bus and they were like children and they
Oh,
were like,
busing children.
we can't go under 80 miles per hour or we'll die.
World
And they had to get the kids off the bus. I think it was called Speed. And then they made a
Speed.
second one where it was like on a boat, but it was way less climactic because it's like, it's on a boat. Like you're gonna go
Yeah,
fast.
yeah.
Like, what's the problem there?
Wasn't that
I
a
don't know.
Keanu Reeves movie?
I don't know, man. I don't. I think
Could
I've
be.
only seen Keanu Reeves in that one like Asian romantic comedy.
I'll always be my maybe, the one where he punches Randall Park in the face. I remember that one.
Yes, that one. I'm
Yeah,
not actually for somebody who wants to direct and go into film. I'm not actually a big film buff. Like I don't know a lot of movies. I
and
have
that's completely
three.
fine.
I hope so. Jesus, I feel like I'm so behind on everything.
A
Um,
lot of people are, trust me. Yeah.
Fair enough. I
We,
have three different film loving white boys that are in my life, and they've all given me lists of movies I need to watch.
oh my god, and
Um,
they're fucking letterboxed. Oh god.
yeah.
Film Twitter bros. What's up? Like, we gotta see the new A24 movie, Solomon. Come on.
Hmm. Yeah, we do. It's always fucking A24. Like they're probably good, but I haven't seen fucking Midsummer yet. Like leave me alone. Like I don't know.
It's worth the hype, but it is fun to shit on them because of how popular it is for guys like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would assume that the film industry's full of a bunch of film bros.
Oh my god. That's gonna be terrible in the future.
Yeah, I. Oh, this is about you. Let's talk more about you and your interests.
Yeah, sure.
So I don't know. What's something interesting you've come across that either you've made or like you've been a part of? Like, what's something cool that you've recently or non-recently done?
I'm always gonna say the best thing I've ever made, voice acting wise, I guess, on the internet, is remember the uh-oh stinky entire thing. I
I wish I
turned that
didn't.
I turned that into an entire Shakespeare play, and I had to get all these actors to try to read it all
You.
dramatically. It's the best thing I've ever made to this day. Uh-oh Stinky, a play by William Shakespeare.
I'm gonna link that in the chat, and I really
Yeah.
hope that it just. I hope that everyone watching has a fun time with that. Um, Great.
Yeah.
So what compelled you to make that? Was it mental illness or
I honestly, if you look at my entire channel, there is not a single reason why those videos are, or even up. Like, there's no reason why I would even want to make them. I shouldn't even make them, to be frank. Like, the most recent thing I've made, it's an entire thing of me singing "Low" by Flo Rida over Mr. Brightside for no reason.
Eight.
Almost at 10,000 views.
Is it too late to
who's
fire
watching
you?
all of this?
Is it too late to just
Oh my
remove
god!
you?
Please just do it.
Okay, well, that's great. How do you think your channel? Okay, your channel seems to be like a bunch of random shit, like whatever you think,
It
you
is.
just put it there.
Yeah.
And I know the YouTube algorithm favors channels that like have a consistent theme, but you don't have that. So
I really don't. I started from top 10 saddest anime deaths to me singing "Low" by Flo Rida over Mr. Brightside, all in the span of 4 years. What is going? Now I'm having a crisis right now, thinking, what the fuck is my channel right now? What?
Yeah, I'm very. All right, cool, good for you. Glad that happened. I just think the internet's so fucking random.
Oh my god, it is. Yeah.
But I suppose you're not gonna like. I suppose when you're like going to be like, hey, can I make this movie? You're not gonna like show them your YouTube channel.
I'll
so,
show them some, because there's some
Okay.
where I really did take some professional shit into it, which I really shouldn't have. Like the one where I did an entire news report on Yoda being addicted to ketamine. I'll show them that. But that's really about it.
My question is like, what kind of movies are you going to make, knowing that this is your background? What do you want to make?
No, because it's really just anything that seems fun to me. I guess Edgar Wright, the guy who made Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, his kind of movies. I think that would be kind of more akin to me. But
Yeah.
I guess even a show like Community, where just every episode is its own thing, doing its own weird shit, that would be something I could probably pull off. Or even, actually, the one company I've always wanted to work for, my dream company when it comes to the movie, film, TV industry, is South Park. I would love to work for South Park. So I guess
all of those things seem very you. I don't know you that well, but it's like when you said Scott Pilgrim and Community and South Park, those are all things I've seen, and they all seem very on brand.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least you know like what your strengths are. That's a good direction to go in.
Thank you.
So back to the ORXL really quickly.
Oh, yes,
because we keep getting on tangents.
That's fine.
What I think I've thrown a lot at you in particular. I think out of everyone, you've recorded like a lot, aside from
Really?
like, yeah, because okay, when you think of who has the most lines, you've recorded a lot. The Trappers recorded a lot. I've recorded a
Yeah.
lot because I'm Wraith,
Mhm.
and the guy who voices Ghostface. But Dwight also showed up in the interview thing, and then you're in a lot of the commercials and other stuff. So basically, out of all the shit I have thrown at you, what's been like fun? Can you remember anything that's like you distinctly remember recording or being like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on here? Like,
Oh man, it's actually the most recent thing we recorded for which episode?
Oh, wait, don't
did
spoil
did
anything.
send you? Oh yeah, well basically just your usual, me kind of running away and just screaming for my life. Just any time I get to do that is always fun. But even from the first time we kind of did this entire thing when I recorded the first interview, for me the funniest thing was just me being really horny over David. I just love any chance I get to do that. That's just hilarious to me.
so you just love being horny. Can we have that on record, please?
Yes, I love being horny on main. And I know that David's not casted yet, but
Oh no,
whoever
he's
you're gonna
cast.
be
I
in the
have
future- he's
I have the
casted?
actor.
Oh, I love
No,
you.
I-
I love you already, man.
Actually, fun fact: the guy who voices David also voices the Executioner, like Pyramid Head. So,
oh wow.
oh wait, no, my bad, wrong guy. Sorry.
Wrong guy.
The same guy who voices David voices the Blight, the
Ooh.
Scottish guy.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's there. You can go flirt with him right now if you want to.
All right, I'll make
I
sure
will-
to do that after we're done with this.
I
Slide
will
into
warn
the
you,
DMs.
he is European. So there's that.
Ooh. Well, I know Europeans are very ahead in anything sexual, so it's about time
Are
us
they?
Americans caught ahead.
Is that a thing? Are they?
I, my entire knowledge of this, it comes from one It's Always Sunny episode. So
Oh,
it's
no.
probably not even right at all, but from
Don't-
what they said there, they made the glory hole first. So that says a lot about Europeans'
I
sexual
really don't
exploration.
think that you can base that knowledge off of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't.
Well, Danny DeVito's there. What more could you want?
I love Danny DeVito. I don't trust him when it comes to European knowledge. It's just not something I do. Like,
Yeah, that's probably yeah.
that's all right. That's great.
There we go.
Well, do you think? And be honest here.
Yes.
Do you think Dwight and David would actually be a good couple? Because like,
This is the thing. They're so unlike each other because the entire opposites attract thing. That's what I think. You got Dwight, who's a total pussy, and David, who's basically Bear Grylls. I think it'll work. Yeah.
yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, because even all those differences, I feel like they can both find. I mean, Dwight already found all the love, but maybe Dwight can kind of rub off on David a bit, and then he gets all lovey and mushy like that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
adorable. Too bad. Actually, I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You
Ooh.
tell
Actually,
me
I have
that
no idea.
privately. Yeah.
I have no idea when this is coming out.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I can just have this come out after your episode, and then we can talk spoilery. Let's talk
Ooh.
spoilery then. Okay. So
yes.
because I'll just make this come out after episode 9.
All right.
So like, if season 2 happens, I have no idea how that's gonna work because Dwight's gonna have like a massive corruption arc.
Yeah.
and
I'm excited for that because
Yeah.
to this day, my favorite role I've ever played. It's nothing comedic. It's actually pretty dramatic, surprisingly, when you have
Yeah.
my kind of reputation. Of me playing this very psychotic therapist for an audiobook. So after that, I mean, this was like 2 years ago. I would just take any chance to play something like that again.
like
So,
villains and stuff.
Yeah, villains. Playing just very unhinged people is always my favorite thing to do.
I don't know. It seems like you're already kind of unhinged. I could be wrong, but I don't see a single hinge on you, brother.
Oh my god. Yeah, but just like psychotic characters like that, it just, yeah, trying to show off your chops a bit more. You get to scream a lot. It's just basically
Yeah.
the dream there for me. Yeah.
So it seems like you scream like a lot. How do
Yes.
your neighbors feel
My
about? Do you
neighbors.
live with anyone? Like,
Yeah, I do have neighbors. I just let them know beforehand. Okay, so I might sound like I'm getting murdered next door. Nothing's happening. Don't worry about it. Or if sometimes because I gotta record lines late at night, so I just go off to my car and scream there and hope nobody walks by. Yeah.
I
That's
hate the
how-
things
that's
we
how
have
it
to
is.
do for art.
Yeah, but it's usually just that kind of screaming when it's anything murdery. I gotta be more cautious about that. But when it's like I guess war cries basically, it's more fine. The neighbors know I'm just voice acting there, but yeah, if it's something criminal related, I I gotta make
Yeah.
sure it's not too convincing.
Right. Jeez. Okay. This is a lot to process.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that. Good for you. I'm glad that no one thinks you're getting murdered.
Oh, thank God.
But you
for
know,
that.
one day if you do get murdered, it's gonna be really bad because
I know, cause like no, like wait, I thought you were voice acting. Like no, I'm fucking dead.
gotta haunt them for all eternity.
Yeah.
God, I had a question and I totally lost it.
Oh my, maybe we'll come back to you later.
You're just so captivating like that.
Thank you.
Fun fact, guys. Me and Lorenzo have been dating for like 5 minutes now.
We have been, yeah.
We have been. We're in a very serious polygamous relationship.
And I'm
with-
thinking of taking it to the next level. That's like get
Oh.
down to one knee. Solomon, will you marry me right now?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't like men. Men are disgusting.
Oh, my
Yeah.
heart.
So,
Yes.
fuck. I had a whole thing. It's gonna bother me now. Shit.
Oh my God.
This is your fault.
Maybe if you remember this, maybe like we're long done from this. Maybe it's like 2 months down the line. Hopefully this hasn't come out yet. You're just gonna awkwardly cut it to the question you wanted to be.
I don't want to do any editing on this. I was thinking of taking these interviews and just putting them down to like 5-minute, 10-minute chunks. But
Yeah.
no, I'm not doing any more editing. I sit at my computer for 6 or 7 hours a day and edit shit. It's just
Oh my
ridiculous.
God. That's actually what I try to help you out on a bit, I guess, when I sent in my lines. Because I did notice in the document, you said, like, you're a fucking psychopath, and you actually cut all different files line by line. I was like, oh, wait, does this not help you? Oh, shit.
Yeah. Okay. So you did that, and the voice actors, or sorry, the voice. If they're non-binary, do I use actor? I'm gonna use actor.
Yeah.
The voice actor for Jane did that, and also the voice actor for Doctor did that.
Mm.
And in all three times, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna like try to put these lines in one by one and just see if it's annoying or not. And it was annoying, but I got through it, and I didn't mind because your acting was so good. I was like,
Oh,
you know
thank you
what?
so much.
I was like, mwah, Lorenzo, mwah. And I know you haven't heard it yet, but dear God, the ending to episode 9 sounds so good. I think honestly, it's my favorite part of the whole podcast.
Ooh.
There's like an ending sequence, and you know the sequence.
Yeah, I do.
And you
That's
start
actually
like
the one
laughing.
thing I was going to ask you about. In that entire ending, I was going to ask you, do you want me to do like a completely evil laugh or an awkward laugh? Because that would
What
kind
I
of hint to me what is going to be Dwight's character arc going forward. Is he just going downhill, or is it reluctantly downhill?
uh I don't know. I'm thinking if Dwight goes more downhill in season 2, um I feel like the natural response from everyone would be like, "Oh, Dwight, no, we're not going to take him seriously as a killer." So either it would be like play completely for comedic like laughs, like, "No, Dwight's not a serious killer," or I would try to make Dwight as scary as possible, which is going to be like hard because it's Dwight, but that's like a challenge I kind of want to take on.
Yeah, I feel
Um,
like especially in the off chance that this thing really blows up and I somehow become a fan favorite, which I'll be really surprised about. I feel
you
like they
you
would
are
really
already my
appreciate
favorite.
that.
I'm just saying.
Oh, thank you so much. But yeah,
Well, I
that'd
mean,
be
I'm my
great
favorite,
fun.
but you're a close second.
Oh, from 110 to another. That's a great
Literally,
compliment.
literally, yeah. We love God complexes. Um, I had a whole thought though, right? Like, yeah, I think what you did there, laughing wise, was totally good. I actually took a bunch of your takes and just kind of spliced them together, and
Ooh,
you'll hear it whenever I release the like demo audio. It's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just it's just very good. There's always at least one moment in every episode of the podcast where I'm just like, oh, goosebumps. And episode 9, the ending, I just love it a lot.
Oh,
Um, so yeah, there's that.
yeah.
I'm kind of running out of things to say, honestly.
Let's try to think of some other stuff. I remember one entire spiel you got with me was that you were really surprised I didn't take any single acting lessons.
Oh yeah, that's something I can ask you. Yeah, so you've never had an acting class like ever?
No, I've never had an acting class.
Wow, that is wow. Okay,
I
I'm
don't.
surprised.
Now it sounds like I'm bragging. Like, oh my god, he hasn't taken another acting class. It's a fucking Oscar. What a dick.
Yeah, honestly,
No.
everyone just say boo, Lorenzo, like right now.
Boo.
No, it's terrible. Get off the stage. Actually, I mean, like I was. I think some of the actors in the cast haven't done a whole lot prior. I don't think the guy who voices Ghostface has done a whole lot, but he's good.
Yeah.
Um, I think sometimes people can just watch movies and like
Just pick it
it
up from
work
there.
for
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I
So what
watched
did
a
you
lot
do?
of Daniel Day. Yeah, I watched a lot of Daniel Day-Lewis stuff
Yeah, that's a
before.
good place
Like,
to
yeah,
start.
just trying to get like really serious. I guess. Just getting his entire That's just what's the word I'm looking for here? Just entire mindset when it comes to acting of him just going 100% no matter what. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's always my goal because I always feel like every time I look at casting call, a lot of the guys there. I mean, most importantly, you got to get good mic audio quality, but
Yeah.
they're not really there. I never feel like a lot of the guys I'm listening to in these auditions. I never feel like they're giving 100%. So that's what I try to do as much as I
Yeah.
can for everything I audition for.
And that's a really good mindset to have too, because any aspiring voice actors listening, as a casting director, as somebody who's casted a lot of people and done this for a while, not that I'm a professional or anything, but like
Hmm.
just on casting call club and behind the voice actors and stuff like that. I mean, big factor is definitely mic quality, but you can certainly tell who has like passion in their voice and who is like trying, and then who talks like this sometimes. And
Yeah,
it just hurts to listen to sometimes.
it
Like,
sucks. I'm actually on the 50-50 if I should really say this, but I always felt like an entire thing of why it's like that is because a lot of these guys kind of go inside casting call club as I just want to do this because I want to get into anime, and I always feel like that's the wrong mindset. You should really
right?
get into this because you want to be an actor, you want to do some acting shit, and they try to do too many things that you just usually hear on anime dubs. They do the the usual kind of anime noise. It's like whoa. and it's kind of that. They scream like they're going into battle. It's still good that they're screaming because that's actually one big thing I find a lot of issues on.
No one knows how to
Yeah,
scream.
no one knows how to scream. They always scream like they're trying not to wake up their parents next door, which they're
Which they
probably
might
doing.
be.
Yes.
Which they might be. Like, there's a very real thing of like, when I first started voice acting, my mom was like, Solomon, what the fuck? It's 3 a.m.
I know. I'm
Like,
trying to sleep here. Yeah.
there's definitely those challenges, but you do have to commit.
You really do. And I feel like it's always a must at this point for me. If I was to do a casting call on anything, even if it's for a guy, like a role that is very, very quiet, I'm still going to ask you to send in a line of you screaming just so I can know you could do it. Because it feels like, like 70% of the people on this site, they can't really do that.
How much have you like how many times have you had to like cast people and things, and how has your experience been as like a casting director in that way?
There's 4 videos on my channel which I really had to do something like that. Nothing really too serious, but one I basically had to discard the project entirely because no one could could scream. Basically, no one could really do what I really asked them to do. It was one where this is really fucking stupid too. It's an entire World War II documentary. It's something like that, but so
go on.
Entire thing, Thomas the Tank Engine. He is being trialed for war crimes, and that's the entire. Yeah, so I had to get
I'm really tempted to just hang up right now. It's over, everyone. It's a fun.
It's actually one of the more serious things I've written.
You made that serious?
Yeah, because I just feel that's humorous for me when they take it dead serious. Thomas the Tank Engine being trialed for war crimes.
Man, like, I grew up on Thomas the Train. That was my like gateway drug to the internet. You can't ruin it like that. Like,
sorry.
Although I will say, actually, let me not expose myself. But basically, if there are any parents listening, make sure you monitor what your kids watch, because it'll start off with Thomas the Train videos. It's very innocent, and then they turn into me. And so just make sure you watch what your kids are.
At least you're not a Gecker, a 100 Gex fan.
I hate 100 Gex so much. I can't stand them. I just hate their music.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Like
I understand that. It's just what it sounds like 2008 YouTube gaming intro music. Like that era when everyone had Bandicam or Fraps, and it just sounds like that. I
had Bandicam. I was a Bandicam child.
That's a classic. And the Bandicam watermark, Minecraft survival Let's Play, classic.
Yeah. I think I tried to make I have an old YouTube channel that I will never show anyone ever, and I think I had old Pokemon animations and Total Drama ripoffs or something.
Who'd you get to play Chris on Total Drama? Did you play him?
No, I think it was more how do I word this? So I took clip art images of the characters and put them on a black because I was 10 or something.
Yeah.
9 years to do a lot to you. And then I just put on text. I didn't actually act into anything. I didn't start putting my voice in shit until I auditioned for that's what it was. I auditioned for people would make Pokemon animations but on PowerPoint, and it was this big thing. No, but it was actually kind of good, and I made a few of them myself. And anyway, I really just wanted to be in someone else's. My voice was up 3 octaves, and I was I'm a voice actor. It was bad.
Oh my god. Funny enough, I think for me at that time too, I think I did kind of start doing some voice acting shit, Pokemon related, but it was me dubbing over this Egoraptor video of Bulbasaur just screaming in pain. It's fuck, Pikachu, I can't believe you did this shit. It just, yeah. I think that's when I was I should probably, let's see if I can do this more.
So you were just cursing like a sailor at age what?
12? It was that, yeah. It was that mainly, and then also me dubbing over my own version of "You're a fucking wizard, Harry." It's that entire thing. Just go back and forth over and over again, and then something about balls comes out from Hagrid. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen that video. Yeah.
I never actually finished Harry Potter. I never Never
No,
finished it.
honestly, I'm jealous of you. There's
Why? What?
because I just there's some fandoms right now where I'm just kind of I wish I never really knew much about. But Harry Potter is very very low on the list. The number one
Fair
thing I
enough.
wish I never knew anything about was the existence of furries. But yeah,
Oh wow. Are you anti her? That's a bold political stance.
I'm not anti that. I just it just it's a little bit much sometimes. Like
Okay.
rainforest? No, because there's some furries out there that are okay. Sonic Fox is a cool example, for example.
Yeah.
Oh wait, do I say it twice? Yeah, it just stuff like that. Same with K-pop stans. It's okay if you like BTS, but don't try to, go out your way and publicly harass someone for saying stuff against them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate in that I've only met one K-pop fan, and they were cool. Although they
Oh.
did end up dating some guy I liked, but we all lose
Ooh.
sometimes. We all have character flaws.
Oh man,
Um,
that's gonna be your arc now. The
yeah, no, that
redemption
started
arc.
my corruption arc.
The
I'll have you
corruption.
know, I have. How do I word this? I've had several guys in my life who I've
Yeah.
liked, but they were straight or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh damn, I like you, but you're straight. I guess it won't happen. And then 3 separate times, they all came out as bisexual later, and
Oh my god.
I was like, the fuck. Like either I put something in you, or my absence. Like, I'm doing a lot of hand motions right now that you can't
Yeah.
see, but
I can
like,
imagine it.
yes. Anyway,
Oh
I'm
my
just
god.
mad.
So you're a sexuality changer. That's amazing.
Basically,
That is
shit.
awesome. Yeah.
I mean, that's only half of the story. I don't know what they were thinking, but
Did any of them like respond negatively?
oh no, we're all still friends to this day.
Okay.
I hope.
Yeah.
It's just I put something in them, and they won't admit it. But
Ooh. I see
yeah.
you.
So whose sexuality have you changed recently?
Oh me. That's a good question. Um. Ooh. So I've had 3 exes, and I'm not
We're
sure if
getting
any
into
of them
that
has.
conversation. We're
Yeah.
getting into that conversation.
Nothing much happened to them yet. One's trying to get into like the female hockey league, whatever it's called. I'm Canadian. I should know this, but I don't. And one trying to be a
Oh wait,
surgeon.
I forgot you're Canadian. Ew.
Yes, yeah. You also
Gross.
one thing about that too. A lot of the cast is Canadian.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
they are.
surprising to me too. Yeah.
I don't know how I messed up so badly.
I know.
To
I'm
get-
so sorry. Or I guess I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, just disturbing.
It's
I'm upset.
a complete disappointment of all these Canadians. You wanted some red-blooded American citizens,
Literally,
and now you get Canadians.
I don't care that most of the cast of Dead by Daylight, like the characters and stuff, I don't care if they're from all around the world. I just want my pure-blooded American cast to cast these characters. I feel really bad too because okay, the main reason I didn't cast anyone else as Philip, like the Wraith,
Oh yeah.
is because I was like, we were short on money at the time. I didn't have the budget to pay someone to do a lot of lines, But there were some talented Nigerian actors who auditioned for Wraith.
Ooh.
But I was like, nah, for monetary reasons, I can't cast a Wraith like that.
Yeah.
And then we got money later on, but at that point, I'd already recorded half the episodes, and my journey to learn this Nigerian accent has been not been very successful.
Oh my god.
And I think it's hard too, because like when I listen to a bunch of different Nigerian speakers, and they all sound different. So maybe my accent's fine because no one sounds the same in that country because it's a giant country.
Of course, yeah.
But
like,
I feel
people
like
are trying to look for that generic kind of Nigerian accent. And yeah, I understand.
And also, Philip's been in America for like a while now. He probably has lost some of that. I don't know.
That definitely happens. Yeah.
Anyway, if there's any Nigerians listening, I'm so sorry for butchering your entire country in its entirety.
And also speaking of that, so I got this entire like the hardest thing I have to work on so far, voice acting wise, is I have this entire Skyrim mod where I'm basically your follower for like 3,000 plus lines. I'm doing this.
I'd play the
British
fuck
accent.
out of that. I would play the shit out of that.
So I'm doing this British accent, and I'm so sorry to any people from. Actually, I'm not really sorry because you're British, but still, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, literally. I was about to say, don't you dare apologize to any British
I'm
quote unquote
sorry
person.
for how terrible the accent might be when this thing comes out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all have to go through some sort of phase of offending a country, getting banned from there.
Oh yeah.
If it's Britain, that's totally acceptable. That's not even a real country. I'm not convinced that Britain exists. I think it's a conspiracy.
Oh my
God.
God.
think.
Yeah.
I think the Russian government is just like hiding the fact that Britain is not actually real.
You know what? same kind of thing here, because for Canada, our queen is also the queen,
Wait.
Queen
Canada
Elizabeth.
has a queen?
Yes, and it's Queen Elizabeth. So with
I
that
did
kind of
not know that.
logic, I think it kind of makes the argument stronger for why Canada is not a real place.
So wait. Is Canada like? I'm gonna sound really dumb here in a second, but so Canada's like, is it still under the British rule? Is that still a thing? Like,
I think so. Yes, yes, it is.
oh,
Yeah,
wow. So it's literally a beta country.
but
Interesting.
yeah, but the second second language here is French, which is also really bad when you think of it too. One thing I think a
Why?
lot of Canadians outside of Quebec will share is that a lot of people from Quebec are assholes.
Oh,
But yeah, not all of them though, but the ones that are very public, yeah. I think
all
they're
right.
the only
So
ones right now trying to separate from the entirety of Canada.
not the Quebec secession.
Yeah, like oh my god, what's going on there?
I don't
But
think
they
any
make great
states.
food. Yeah.
I don't think any states in America are trying to secede right now. They tried that. I'm actually in South Carolina, and South Carolina
Ooh.
is the state that seceded first to start the Civil War. So just
Okay.
really, really proud of that one. Just love that. Love that we were like, yeah, let's fucking leave to own slaves. But currently, I think the only state that would try to break away is like maybe California. And honestly, go
Yeah.
them. I can't blame them. Go California.
And I think no one will really care if Florida breaks out too.
No, yeah, no. Florida. To put it like this, okay, so in Dead by Daylight,
Yes.
the
Going back on
the
topic
people
now.
a little bit, the people who wrote the lore and stuff, right? They put Ghostface, like the serial killer guy. He is like based in Florida by the time he's taken by the entity. So even like the Canadian developers at Behavior knew that like if you wanted a fucking insane person, you got to get him from Florida. Like, and they're not even like
He's Florida man.
no, Danny is literally a Florida man, and I just love that fact about it. Well,
That's
I guess
awesome.
technically he's from Utah, but he's in Florida when he's taken, and that's everything,
Yeah.
But anyway,
Actually, now like we're kind of back on track with Dead by Daylight stuff. Is actually one thing I mean to ask you about to see the entire plot, really.
oh sure, what's
Yeah.
up?
So, is a lot of the stuff on your Excel, is it kind of like fan fiction, basically? Or is it kind of a
Yeah.
continuation of what's... Because I don't know much about the lore. I don't really know how deep it goes or how much the developers really wrote, but you've made these video essays about it, so yeah. How deep does this go?
Yeah, it's so here's like a lore history of Dead by Daylight.
Okay.
When the game first came out in 2016, the character descriptions and lore of each thing that was in the realm or whatever was very short. Like Trappers was like a paragraph, Wraith was a paragraph, maybe a paragraph and a half.
Yeah.
The more and more killers and survivors they started adding to the game, the longer and longer and more in depth and frankly better written the lore became.
Yeah.
Then they added like tomes, and tomes were just like mini stories. Dwight has a tome where he poisoned his boss, and in those tomes you get a better look into the characters. Now some of the tomes are better than others. Like the nurse tome made her a eugenicist and kind of ruined her character, but the plague tome was really really good and like highlighted her backstory and stuff.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of lore in Dead by Daylight. The problem is that like only 10% of the people, maybe less than that, only 10% of the people who play the game know the lore, and then out of that 10% who know the lore, only 5% really care about it. So I'm not sure who this podcast is for, because it's not for DVD fans. They won't get half the references unless it's like in-game things.
Well, I think that's kind of the goal now, to kind of popularize it, to make people know,
Yeah.
hey, look at Dead by Daylight's deep-ass lore. We can beat Five Nights at Freddy's and their complicated shit. They got even more complicated shit here.
Yeah, you're fucking
Yeah.
right. But to answer your question more directly, like I didn't try to change any of the backstories of the killers. Like for the pig, I didn't change the fact that she's from the Saw movies and she was under John Kramer and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
I just took a natural consequence of like, okay, she's done this with John, then she joins the entity's realm and does the entity's game, and now she's outside of that realm. So like, how does she feel there, and like what was the next step for her?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm taking the source material from the game and putting it and like following the question of like what comes next. That's what I'm trying to do. So hopefully people like see that and they don't think I just made up all the backstories. The only backstory I had to make up was Ghostface's, because he's the main villain of the podcast, but in the game itself he has no like backstory. He's just a
Yeah.
serial killer for the sake of being a serial killer.
And I feel like that's the one thing people would probably wouldn't mind that much, because even with Scream, Ghostface are multiple people, so their
Yeah,
intentions are always different. Every single Scream movie, all four of them.
right.
Yeah, that's
Although
something.
honestly, the only reason I made Ghostface the main villain was just because like
Yeah.
Danny Johnson. Have you ever looked at someone and you're just like, ugh, I want you to stab me? Just
Oh my
dear God.
God. It's like just one cutie 3.14 there. What a hottie, hubba hubba. Am I right?
Literally. Yeah. Then you bust out the cloak and the scream mask and the knives, and it all just comes together.
Yeah. There you go.
Who are you hoarding on main for? Like fictional
Just
character
for
wise.
fictional character wise, ooh, Shigo, Kim Possible, hands down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Valid. Respectable.
Yeah. And I was even more in a case back then. This is when I was 8, by the way. Azula. I had no idea why. I just really liked Azula for some reason.
So you want women that can step on you? Is that your
Yes.
type?
This is okay, this is one thing I've always said. Ever since like I can never say her name right. Tall lady from Resident Evil 8. Lady Demetsu.
Demetrescu.
Demetsu. This is
No,
yeah.
I can't say it. Fuck.
Ever since I saw this, I don't know who said it, but I'd never mind if I had to date a woman that's taller or stronger than me. Because what's more manly? Like a guy going for a woman who's shorter than him, or going for a fucking Goliath?
Not you wanting to conquer them, not that.
Well,
I
that
don't.
logic, yeah, your entire dating game turns to Shadow of the Colossus. That's
Yeah.
kind of hot, yeah. Yeah.
We're putting the horny back in the jar. We're putting it
Yes,
back
we
in
are.
there.
Yes, we
Forget I
are.
asked. But yeah, I just man, Azula. Wow. But
Yeah.
yeah, I also think Ghostface is an interesting character because it's like what's it supposed to be about Dwight and you anyway? Ghostface is interesting just because like he's very so he's the character that DVD like the devs put in. His name is Danny Johnson, and he's not one of the original like Scream villains. He's someone new. He just
Yeah.
uses their mask and their kind of general vibe, but he doesn't have the goofiness that Scream villains usually do. He's like
Mhm.
very serious. Except the way I wrote him, he's kind of a joke, but only
Yeah.
because like I didn't want to like go too hard on the whole.
Too hard,
like,
yeah.
he's-
Especially like
yeah.
the first time I kind of recorded this. I mean, the very first episode, I guess here, it's like all the little breaks where I tell Danny like, You got anyone with you, man? Do you need a hug or anything?" And he's like awkward pauses there. Yeah.
You need a hug, yeah. I was actually going to voice the Ghostface for this podcast, but two things happened. One, I had to put on a lot more work than I thought I was going to. I had to I had to start editing a lot more basically, and just show running is way harder than I thought it was going to be.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't want all that work on me. And two, the guy who voices Ghostface, his name is Jacob.
Jacob.
Cathar.
Ooh.
He did a lot of the table readings for the Orexel, like when we were doing that, getting the cast together for that, and he was really good, and he did a lot of work for me, so I really appreciate Jacob. He's a cool dude, so I was
Yeah.
like, you know what, buddy, you can have this role.
Aw.
And now when I'm thinking of Danny at night, and I'm just like hopelessly sweating in all of my horniness, I can think of Jacob's voice instead of my voice, which is,
Ooh.
because I mean,
It helps
I'm
a
a
lot better for the
narcissist,
wet
yeah.
dreams.
I'm a narcissist, but not nearly that much. Like,
Yeah.
Christ.
And also about the overworking thing. Dear audience, you'll get to see an entire business deal be conducted right now. I can edit some stuff if you need, man. I do some professional editing on the side, mainly for
Ooh.
advertisements though. I've done a Raid Shadow Legends ad. That's my entire resume. Don't worry
Can't
about
believe we are literally job offering right now. This is
Job
supposed to be an
offering right now.
interview, not. Where am I at currently?
Yeah.
I don't
We'll talk about
think.
this later. Yeah, but
No. I'm.
oh, okay.
Might as well. Fuck it. We're already 50 minutes past where we're supposed to be.
Let's do it.
I don't think I need much. So the lore reading thing I sent you of like sending like Dwight's
Yeah, it's like
monologue thing from the
advertisements a
game.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I need those, but I haven't even gotten most of them yet. So if that happens, I'll just talk to you and send them your way. But I think
All right.
the Orexel is probably mostly almost done. All I'm waiting for is the music from fun fact, you probably don't know this. The guy who voices Joey
He's a composer?
also Also, yeah, he's also the composer.
That's awesome.
Um,
Got original
yeah,
music here.
mostly, yeah. There's some,
Have
there's
you
some
have you
very.
posted anything about that in the chat? Because I would love to hear like what's the main Orixel theme, you know?
Oh, dude, his Anthony's stuff fucking slaps. Like, he made a
Ooh,
song one time, and this is back when I was working on a different project with him. He made a
yeah.
song where he just like took his, I think it was like his cabinet, and it like like the cabinet slam sound effect that plays
Yes,
when you.
yeah.
He turned that into a beat, and I was twerking for like 4 days. It was ridiculous.
Oh my
Like,
god.
it's a very
I can't
talented
wait for
man.
that. Like when all the songs get popular, get like entire sing along there. You get I guess a twerk along. Yeah.
Well, the whole
Scary
vibe.
twerking.
It's not scary twerking. Not that. The vibe we're going for music wise is like 8-bit lo-fi hip hop, but like a
Ooh,
little spooky.
I like that. I
Hopefully
like
that'll
that
be it. I
style a
don't know.
lot.
The music's not done yet because he's working
Yeah.
on it probably right now actually.
Oh,
Um
that's a very interesting style. I've never heard anything like that before.
um I have like a few times, but it's mainly to do research for this.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question. We can go back to you now. All right.
Oh my god,
So
yes,
what's
yes.
what's I'm making a lot of hand motions that you can't see.
I'm just imagining hand motions going off like crazy right now. It's like sign language. It's going crazy. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, that was the question. What music are you interested in? That was
Oh
it.
yeah. I'm a big fan of indie rock and punk. And I have a
Yeah, you
very
sound like
soft
you are.
spot. Yeah, a very soft spot for 90s hip hop from New York specifically too.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. It kind of dawned on me recently that a lot of the artists I've listened to rap wise, they're all from New York, like Wu-Tang Clan and yeah, Wu-Tang. I was like blanking out. I should know this. Yeah, Wu-Tang Clan, Nas, and what's their fucking name? How did I forget their name? Oh, this is terrible. They made an album
Take
called
your
The Low
time.
End Theory. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And
All right.
yeah, it's a Tribe Called Quest. That's their name too. Oh my
Oh, my
God,
mom loves
I'm an
them. My
idiot.
mom loves them. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And just a lot of that. I don't know. They seem. Now I'm gonna kind of guess fuel the entire East versus West thing. So please don't kill me if you like Tupac or anything. But
I
yeah,
don't.
it just
I think you're a bit too Canadian to
a
feel
bit
that
too Canadian for
conflict.
that. Also, it's kind of been two entire decades at this point. So yeah,
Are there
yeah,
any
just
Canadian rappers like at all besides
Drake,
maybe
and that's
Drake?
a very
Okay.
bad thing.
Oh, do you not
That's
claim
not the
him?
best thing. I don't like Drake,
Oh
and
wow.
not for the music, just for the other stuff he's done. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind
Uh,
of forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised he can still do that openly, but yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's really just
Well,
Drake when you think about it.
hopefully no
Yeah.
one in our cast gets canceled,
Oh
except
my
for me,
God.
probably multiple times, honestly. Um, yeah. So
Man,
anyway,
this will not age well if that happens. Like we look at, I guess, I don't know if anyone here gets famous enough to even get canceled. Actually, yeah.
I hope not. Or wait, I don't hope not, but like, okay.
I
Anyway,
feel like
this
I'm always gonna get
conversation.
canceled for my YouTube channel. Like I
Yeah,
feel like there's gonna be a shift in what's okay 10 years down the line, where whatever like my shit is just completely not okay for some reason.
it'll be Thomas the Train. They'll be like, there's a movement for like women's rights with Thomas the Train, and it'll be
As
very
oh my god, so it's like how Manny Heffley's like this entire Black
war
Lives
criminal.
Matter icon right now,
Oh,
I
never
think.
mind. No,
Yeah.
I thought Manny Heffley was a fucking like war criminal. I thought he was
Was
like
he? I don't know, because all I know is I wake up every day wanting to beat the shit out of Heffley, but I learned
What does
recently
that
that
mean?
I don't know, he's a social icon for something. Like people
You've
will
got to send
graffiti
me
his
links to
face.
that. I have never seen anyone in BLM, and I'm a pretty political person. I've never seen
Yeah.
anyone use Manny as a
I
fucking
think it was a
symbol.
TikTok. I think it was some guy, yeah, graffitiing BLM on a wall, and then like just started graffitiing Manny. He's like, Manny won't stand for the shit. ACAB motherfuckers, and yeah, it's just Manny being there. Like doesn't make any sense, but yeah, let's go, let's do it. I'm all
The
for it,
child
man.
is like 5. The
Yeah,
child probably could not spell BLM.
yeah.
Okay, this might sound kind of awkward, but I need to
Yeah.
wrap up this conversation. Is there?
Oh,
I don't know
that's
how to
so much
like.
fun.
Yeah, me and you should just do this again and just not record it
I
and just
know.
like
Let's
we'll
see
make.
how unrated we can really get. So I can get really sexual really fast, but yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
I really hope no one is listening to this at this point. I feel like everyone's clicked away at this
Everyone's
point.
clicked away. No,
Let's.
I doubt it. I really, there's gonna be one weirdo who's like, I just really want to know what the fuck these two are talking about right now, and they're
I
just
don't
being
know what we're
scarred
talking
for
about right
life.
now.
They're gonna
I
need
don't know.
therapy for the next 20 years. I'm scared for that
The
person.
Orexo will not be paying for anyone's therapy bills. I promise
Yes,
you.
yes.
Um,
God no. Unless it's Canadian, then it's gonna be completely paid by the government. Thank you, free healthcare.
yeah, is that actually like good there? Like, I don't
Oh
like.
yeah, yeah. I mean, one thing which always surprises people because of the way I talk. I lived in the Philippines for 12 years. Only moved to Canada very recently.
Wait, what? You didn't. What? That would have been a good thing to talk about for this
And
fucking interview
yeah.
starring you.
You know what? You could do some editing. You could just like put this all over.
No.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Funny enough, I never spoke Filipino. I've only spoke English in this way. So I was always the fucking weirdo. Going there, it's like, hey, what's the matter with you guys? How y'all doing? Stuff like that. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You sound like a mobster when you go to the Philippines. Like,
Oh my god, yeah. Where's the motherfucking gabagoo?
I really hope that we get like a strong Italian character in DBD, so I can just cast
Oh my
use that
god.
immediately.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I had a whole take it.
Tell you-
So okay,
yeah?
so you are Filipino? Question mark.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You don't see that every day.
Yeah, you
That
don't.
sounded kind of racist. I don't
It's
know,
not,
but
it's not
you,
racist because a lot of people will mistake us for being Mexican. So yeah, I don't blame you.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool minority. We have more diversity in the podcast now. No, because like I really wanted to like cast a bunch of people from a bunch of different like walks of life. Like I wanted the characters to match their voice actors, if that made sense, like to the best of my ability.
Yeah. So I guess
so
we
like
gotta
when
make Dwight Asian now. Let's do it.
yeah. Well, okay, but like okay, DBD put out a new like face patch where they fixed quote unquote a lot of the characters' faces.
Oh,
And maybe it's just me, but I think Dwight looks more Asian now. I could be horribly wrong, but
you
he does
gotta
not
send
look
me
white
this.
anymore.
Actually, I'm gonna search it up right now. Let's see.
I think he looks like look up like Dwight new face or something DVD, and I think he looks like somewhat Chinese, or maybe I just can't
Oh.
recognize face as well. I don't know.
Somewhat. It's mainly it's always been the hair and the glasses which kind of made him look like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't really see
I
it
also
that much, but I
also
get
think
why.
that most of the characters in this game, like, they have the nationalities, but they don't necessarily have like defined. Some of them don't anyway. Like Dwight could easily be like some sort of like mix of something. I don't think. I know he's like played in the wow, I'm trying to think really hard here. I know he's like played by the community as like the like straight white, not straight. Fuck, God,
Like
I'm
the
trying so hard
like
to
the
like.
incel, I guess. You know, like
No,
like
I'm
your guy on
just.
Twitch chat who's always gonna be like, you're gonna donate millions to Pokimane.
I mean, yes, but also
'Cause
like
that's how I
what
kind of try to play him whenever awkward shit like that comes out.
you just
Like,
think immediately
how would an
Pokemon.
incel
Like,
act right now? How would a simp
how-
act? That's Dwight.
well, you can always ask me for simp advice. I simp
Ooh.
over. Yeah,
Okay.
I simp quite a bit. It's not
Sample.
pretty. No,
Oh.
it's not. So, anyway,
Yeah.
my point is though, Dwight's like the default, like the like. We can just assume he's white because he's like the main character kind of thing, right? He's like the
Mhm.
face of the survivors. But I think he's probably like definitely mixed with something. He looks like he has a little bit of ethnic in there somewhere.
He does.
I think he
Maybe like the
definitely
more
does.
I look at his new character model, I kind of see it now.
Yeah, that or I've just
Yeah.
convinced you with
But,
my amazing
yeah,
skills
I've
of.
also made that because like it's the eyes which make me say no. It's too
Yeah.
big. Yeah.
It's too big. Yeah.
Too big. It's like big anime eyes. It's crazy.
Dwight is an anime boy. Dwight's living in a constant harem at all times. I
He
think
would be. Oh
he
my
would
God.
be, except he doesn't. I don't know. I think he's a twink.
Yeah. Also, like now, why he would be a bottom. I say that a lot. Dwight would be a bottom.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know how anyone can look at Dwight and be like, oh no, he likes girls. He's like definitely like no.
God.
Look at him. Look
Yeah.
at him. The fuck.
He wears a tie. There's no
He
fucking way.
wears a fucking tie. He wears a fucking. There's no way. There's no way.
Yeah.
Also, I think, so like, I've been accused of gay washing all these characters, which is probably very valid because I just made everyone gay.
Honestly, I mean,
But
even though I can't really say this because I'm not gay, but it just that's what I like about Dwight because he's more. Cause the one thing I hate about the representation of gay people in a lot of media is how their entire personality trait is that they're just gay. So I'm glad Dwight's
yeah,
not like that.
and the only reason I'm just so hard on him being well, that sounds really weird. I'm so hard on him. Um, the
Yeah.
only reason I'm so like adamant that he's gay is because like the developers at some point they made a joke about how Dwight's always going lockers, and they kind of heavily
Oh,
implied like
yeah, like coming out. Yeah.
he's like in the closet, like right, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's like that's so funny. There's no way I can't like make that canon in this fucking fanfiction podcast thing.
Yeah.
But no, I just I don't know. I think Dwight is I don't know. It's weird because like all right,
Yeah.
no one's listening to this. I'm just gonna admit some things real quick. Um, generally, I tend to look at the killers more than survivors because I have severe daddy issues.
Ooh,
But
yeah.
like I don't know, something about Dwight, and I think maybe it's the way you do his voice. Maybe that's it. But just
Oh,
he's my main in game,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
now I look at him a little differently. I'm just like, oh, look at Dwight. He's so adorable. Which is weird because I'm kind of like you in the way that I like you, you like girls that can step on you. I like guys that could
Oh, hell
step
yeah.
on me, right?
Oh,
And
hell
Dwight
yeah.
couldn't step on anything.
Yeah.
Dwight could not lift his shoe above I don't know.
That's
He's
actually one big thing I feel like you're aiming towards, where Dwight's really gonna go through a character change, where he's socially awkward, he couldn't fight for shit in his life, but at the end, when this all eventually ends, he's gonna be a Chad. You're gonna see the virgin to Chad character arc.
he is the virgin to Chad meme. Yes, he is.
Yeah, that's where I always felt like we're kind of going here. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, there has to be that development. Problem is I don't think I can write Chad characters. Honestly, I don't.
I
do
mean,
that really
David's
easily,
there.
but
My
David's
love.
there.
Yeah.
But he's also like kind of toxically masculine.
Oh yeah,
quite
I
a
know
bit.
that's for sure. Yeah, I remember
But
seeing some of his audition lines when I saw you post up the casting call. I was like, God damn. Holy shit.
well, I mean, if you look at the lore in game, like the source material I'm working off of, he's very bruisery, brawlery. Like
Yeah, he
he'll get
would
into
get into bar
fights.
fights. He would. That's
But
for sure.
he does all of it for his friends, and it makes him like
It's respectable. Yeah.
yeah. There's
He does
actually
this for
a
the
big
lads.
divide. There's a
Yeah.
big divide amongst people who like care about DVD characters, which is like all five of us. There's a divide between people who are like, David is so obviously gay, and then there's the other side that's like, David is so obviously homophobic, and I'm just like, you know what? They can live in harmony. They
Yeah.
can exist together. Look at me.
Exactly.
I'm literally both.
Yeah. That's one thing for sure, yeah.
Yeah. Um.
There's actually one
So
thing
anyway.
I need to ask you about just the entire podcast, because I'm kind of learning about the lore more and more by just reading the bits where I'm in, basically. And it seems like we're kind of in this reality where people get resurrected, they can't really die. It's not our reality right now that we're talking in, but yeah, it's because like Dwight fucking dies at the first episode. Now he's back, and somehow there's an entire audience watching them like a stage play. Yeah.
So in the entity's realm, there's you don't really die. You just get like resurrected and put back into the game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's like the lore explanation for why every game you just reset. Basically, you only like die, quote unquote, when the entity has no use for you anymore.
Okay.
The whole reason for the game's existence is that the entity is this like spider creature that feeds off strong emotions, either anger or sadness or despair, or in the case of Dwight, probably fear. It just slurps that shit up like ramen noodles.
Yeah, yeah.
So the second that Dwight becomes like an emotionless husk and no longer feels fear or feels bad for being shit on all the time or feels love for David, then the entity will just discard of him and he'll be like cast in the void, never to be seen again. But
Oh,
you don't
God.
really die in that realm. You just get your emotions drained until you're no longer useful.
Yeah.
Which is kind of
Okay.
what happens when you go on Twitter too much. So I just think that that's a really accurate comparison. I think that's the social commentary there.
That's for sure. Got a lot to say in the ORXL podcast. We talk about every single political issue. We're gonna solve racism.
We literally the ORXL single-handedly solved racism. You know why? Because in my cast, I now have a Filipino,
Yeah.
so I have simply solved it right then and there.
Wait, am I the token Asian guy in the cast?
No. There's Well, male maybe, but I think
Hmm.
that we have at least two Asian females, one that plays Fang and one that plays the Spirit. Oh, and the
Okay.
girl who voices Zarina is also Asian, but she's like Indian, which is like a
Yeah.
different flavor of Asian, you know.
Hmm.
Um, a lot of Asians actually. I'm just noticing that now.
Wow.
Um, yeah. Uh, guy who voices Doctor is black. Um,
Nice.
I think I think there's some other people somewhere, but I haven't talked to everyone yet, so I don't know. I think the guy who voices Trapper might be some sort of Hispanic
Hmm.
because his name is Anthony Ray Morales, and I've seen his like profile picture thing, but it's
Yeah.
like a cartoon. I don't know.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I hope he's listening to this because I want to talk to him, but like I have not like no, it's really awkward because it's like I voiced the Wraith, but I haven't talked to the Trapper ever, and we're in the same
Yeah.
episodes together for like
Oh
9
wow.
episodes. So like we have no chemistry because I've never spoken to him. I'm just like, here are your lines, go record them. He's like, thanks, bro, and that's it. And I'm just like, Anthony, talk to me.
You know, this would be a
Uh,
great thing for you to do right now, where, okay, cut out all the spoilery stuff, save it for after the episode I'm in, but release what we have right now, and then force him to watch this thing as an awkward way of saying, "We gotta talk, man."
well, at that point though, because if this comes out around episode 9, that'll be November or September.
Ooh.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, so a bit late. So maybe I can just get him to
Yeah,
do one of these interviews. That'd be nice if I could
I get
actually
that.
meet him.
Yeah. Ah, you
Because
know,
I think that talking to people beforehand, even if it's voice acting, it helps. You know.
it does, yeah. That's actually the one thing I did praise about you as a director when you put out the entire. My dog is biking in the background. Sorry for about that, but the entire Google, is it Forms? Yeah, Google Forms thing about just feedback. Yeah, that's the one thing I love about you as a director, because I think too many people kind of approach stuff like this. It's like, okay, here's your lines. I'll see you later, dipshit. But then you're here like you're gonna talk to me beforehand. You're gonna just crack a couple jokes here and there, and actually you approach this entire project like you're doing this with a bunch of friends, and that's very great. That's a very
Yeah,
great,
it's
yeah,
because
thing to
I'm
approach.
just
Yeah,
in my room constantly, and I want human interaction. Like,
yeah. Oh,
I yeah, I'm just lonely, and you're cool.
oh, thank you.
Um, but I do think that like so I met with the voice actor for Quentin and the voice actor for Zarina, and
Hmm.
they're like my friends from real life. We just met in my room and recorded there, and that was fun. I kind of forgot how fun it is to direct people like live.
Yeah,
So maybe down the line when COVID's over and I'm like a world famous director, I'll have more opportunities to talk to people like in person, and that'll be really cool. I remember I
that'll be awesome.
recorded I met with the nurse and the girl who voices Hag, and all of like individually. I met with them and recorded them with them live, and that was nice because I could direct them, and that it helped them. And those are nice women. And
Hmm.
I really love like people. Like I love talking to people and getting to know them, and that's
Yeah.
why it's really easy in this kind of field because I'm technically their boss, so they have to talk to me.
That's always the best way to approach this. Yeah, because that my favorite experience as voice acting has always been directors like you who approach this in a very friendly mindset. It's not going to be a one and done thing. Like we're still going to be friends after we're even done with the project. Stuff like that. That's always been the best way to really approach it.
I hope so anyway.
Yeah.
Um, until I forget you entirely.
We get all the money, all the,
Literally.
yeah, making all the Fast and Furious movies. Yeah.
I
I
can't.
know. If he's fucking
Um,
all the hot guys, both Ryan Reynolds and Gosling. Oh my god.
my celebrity crush is Chris Pratt.
Chris
I,
Pratt. Oh my
yeah,
god. Yeah,
I like
I
Chris
see
Pratt
that.
so much.
I see that.
He checks every single box on my Daddy Issues playlist.
Ooh, I have
Um,
a hot take about Chris Pratt.
ooh, what's
He
your
was
hot
better.
take?
He was better when he was fat.
Honestly, no, you're fucking right. You're absolutely right. No, you're like he just he lost weight and then he lost some of his soul. I
He
think
lost
that
weight. He kind of lost comedy. Yeah, I
yeah,
miss
no,
Andy
like
Dwyer. I love Andy
yeah,
Dwyer. Chris Pratt.
fucking I don't know why, but like this is gonna sound weird, but like my
Yeah,
all-time favorite fucking couple ever was Andy and April from
yeah.
fucking like
Because
they're
it's
just
yeah, it's like what happens when a dog and a cat have a relationship. It's literally that.
yeah.
It's it's,
It's
it's
us.
adorable. Yeah.
It's us except we're both actually emus or something. So
Ooh. Emus.
Has anyone
That's
ever
like
called you an
emos for
emu?
a second. Like, oh, okay, let's listen to My Chemical Romance. Let's fucking do it, man.
Oh no, I got out of that phase.
Oh my
As
god, what a phase, man.
what a
Uh,
fucking phase, dude.
yeah, Jesus Christ. I went to Hot Topic so many times.
No, during fucking freshman to sophomore year, it was just all Hot Topic. It was all Hot Topic, all Spencer's.
Yeah,
It was that poor mall.
I know. And
Yeah,
it got worse when 21 Pilots came out. Oh my god.
I thought about buying a 21 Pilots shirt because it looked cool, but I wasn't a fan of them really. So
Yeah,
I just
it's a cool design, you know. I mean, it's simple. It's like a bunch
right,
of
yeah,
fucking lines, but yeah, it's
as it should
cool.
be.
Yeah.
So this is actually a little over an hour and 20 minutes. I really hope no one's listening to this right now.
Oh my god, would this be the longest episode that you've recorded so far?
Well, yeah, the one with Joey lasted an hour, and even that was stretching it because he's also a fucking meme shitlord like you are. So,
Thank you. Yeah,
that was not a compliment. Feel bad about yourself.
I do feel
right now.
bad. I'm just rethinking
Oh.
my entire life. Like, why am I the way I am? What have I done to deserve this?
Shut up. Okay, I don't. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Please say no.
I got nothing to plug. I'm just vibing here, man. What's up?
I feel like we should like redo this, but both of us are just really hammered.
You want
and
to
or
redo
baked.
it? You know, if you have anything coming up, we can like do it like immediately after. You just have this on the archives to never be seen, and we just record something new. We can do that right now. You can record some questions in the call. Let's just do it.
Yeah, I want to go to bed at some point because I
You
still
do?
have episodes to edit, and also I don't have any alcohol with me or weed. I miss both those things so much. I'm sorry, I can't say that because I'm underage. I don't like drugs. Drugs are bad, and I go to church
Oh, yeah,
every single
dude,
day.
that's actually one thing I'm never gonna go cross. I'll go cross alcohol, but never drugs. I'm never gonna do that.
Yeah, it's not that bad, honestly. I was just
Yeah.
tired mostly,
Mm-hmm.
but I was also with a guy I liked, so it kind of helped.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh,
Yeah, you're all
chest.
comfortable.
yeah, we just kind of fell asleep. It was nice.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie though. The entire thought of listening to a Tame Impala album while high always seemed very interesting to me. I always felt like I'd be in another fucking dimension listening to something like that.
Yeah, you probably would be.
Yeah.
I want to listen. I want to get like really stoned and listen to The Wall because I haven't actually.
Yes.
I've not
Yeah.
finished it, so
The only,
my
the
friend will
only
not
thing
shut about it.
the only thing of The Wall I've really listened to is Nostalgia Critics The Wall.
Oh,
Have you
no.
seen that? It's terrible. I love it. They sound like the
Mm.
lead singer of Slipknot in there. I don't know how, but yeah.
I can't. Okay, so
Yes.
Dwight, any final thoughts about Dwight? We can do
Oh,
this
the
later, buddy.
The second final thoughts. Get paid, get laid, Gatorade.
That
See
was
you, everybody.
unironically my fucking motto through all of middle school. No, I said that. I said that so much. I was so annoying. I hate that you made me rethink of it. I've not thought about that since middle school.
I'm so sorry.
I did not need that dredged up. Not
Oh
not
my
now.
God. Yeah.
Okay, any better final thoughts? Fuck.
Any better final thoughts? Solomon, you are an amazing dude, an amazing director. I hope to be working for you a lot more in the future.
And Lorenzo, you're probably hot. I don't really know what you look like, but you're
I
probably
look like exactly my profile picture in Castle Call Club except the beard because I shaved.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go
just that.
look at that real quick and like fap to it or something.
Okay, awesome.
All
It'll
right,
be the
so
first time.
sexual. Wait, what? All right. Thanks for listening to the 4 people who are still listening.
The negative 1 people that's still
The
listening.
negative 1. I owe someone a view. Okay, please leave so I can go to bed. Goodbye.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you for the talk, Mr. Fairfield.
Yes, no problem.
Jesus Christ. Let's never do this ever again.
Oh my God. Do you actually want to re-record this entire thing later?
No,
Like,
no,
tomorrow?
it's been an hour. Like, no, I'm going to sleep. What?
No, I mean, like I said, tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
When we're
No,
not tired.
I have.
And my
no, I
voice
have-
doesn't sound like I smoked 20 packs of cigs.
No, that went away after about the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, we
Nah,
can do
this
that.
this is fine.
We can do more.
This
Okay,
no.
fine.
This is fine. Because like either I can edit it or I can like just post this full shit post. I'm kind of leaning towards the latter, honestly.
Oh, that'd be great.
Um,
That would be amazing.
Yeah, I don't. It's just filler content anyway for the YouTube algorithm. hopefully none of us. No, hopefully we don't say anything incriminating here. But
I mean,
yeah,
you can
no, I'll
look
be
back
fine with
on it,
this.
see if anything's in there. Which I don't think we didn't say anything incriminating. I didn't say anything about all my drug possession, all my murders, so we're good about that.
I'm still recording. Craig is still recording right now.
Oh God, Craig, get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, I should probably stop Craig. Hold up.
Which I did not do, by the way. There's no murders. I don't have any drugs.